Welcome everyone. We will be examining something truly next level today: neuromorphic chips. Imagine a future where computers operate less like machines and more like actual brains, processing information with the efficiency and speed of our own neurons. We're talking about chips that mimic the structure and function of the human brain, potentially unlocking unprecedented capabilities in AI, robotics, and beyond. From lightning-fast pattern recognition to ultra-low power consumption, these chips are poised to revolutionize how we interact with technology. Let's get started. All right, let's break down what makes these chips so special. Unlike traditional computers, neuromorphic chips process information in parallel, like our brains. They use a network of artificial neurons and synapses mirroring the human brain. Instead of bits, these chips use spikes to communicate. Spikes are electrical pulses traveling between neurons. This spike-based computation is the heart of neuromorphic architecture. They only consume power when a spike occurs, making them energy efficient. This allows them to excel at real-time pattern recognition and adapting to changing environments. The story of neuromorphic computing begins back in the 1980s with a visionary engineer named Carver Mead. He coined the term neuromorphic and pioneered the idea of building electronic circuits that mimic the human nervous system. Mead's vision was to bridge the gap between biology and technology, to create a new kind of computing paradigm inspired by the most powerful computer we know, the human brain. Advancements in neuroscience and semiconductor technology paved the way for the development of increasingly sophisticated neuromorphic chips. Let's pop the hood and take a closer look at the building blocks of a neuromorphic chip. At its core, you'll find an array of artificial neurons, each connected to thousands of others through artificial synapses. Neurons act as processing units, and synapses govern signal flow. Neurons fire spikes, transmitting signals to others. The strength and timing of these spikes are determined by synaptic connections. These connections change over time, allowing the chip to learn and adapt. Okay, we've covered the basics of how these chips work, but why should we be excited? What advantages do neuromorphic systems offer over traditional computing? First off, let's talk about efficiency. Neuromorphic chips are event-driven, meaning they only consume power when processing a spike. This makes them incredibly energy efficient, especially when compared to traditional computers that constantly draw power even when idle. This asynchronous, event-driven nature also makes neuromorphic systems incredibly fast and responsive. They can process information in real time without the delays associated with fetching data from memory, making them ideal for tasks that require rapid decision-making. Neuromorphic chips excel at learning from unstructured data and adapting to changing environments. Now, building these brain-inspired chips requires some seriously cutting-edge technology. While conventional CMOS technology can be used to create neuromorphic chips, researchers are also exploring new, more brain-like materials. One promising candidate is the memory store, a type of resistor that can remember its past electrical state. Another contender is phase change memory, which relies on materials that can switch between different electrical states, offering another potential building block for neuromorphic architectures. And then there's spintronics, a field that leverages the spin of electrons to process information. So we've got our neurons and synapses, but how do they all work together? Neuromorphic processors typically consist of multiple neural cores, each containing an array of neurons and synapses. These cores are interconnected, allowing them to communicate and share information. Instead of sending data over a bus, they use a fascinating protocol called Address Event Representation, or AER for short. Essentially, AER allows neurons to communicate directly with each other by sending out spikes that act as addresses. This combination of neural cores, synapse matrices, and the AER protocol forms the backbone of neuromorphic architecture. One of the most remarkable things about the human brain is its ability to learn and adapt. And guess what? Neuromorphic systems are designed to do the same. They achieve this through various learning mechanisms, some of which are hard-coded into the chip's design. One such mechanism is Hebbian learning, a neuroscientific theory that states neurons that fire together, wire together. In the context of neuromorphic chips, this translates to strengthening the synaptic connection between two neurons if they consistently fire spikes at the same time. Another important mechanism is spike timing dependent plasticity, or STDP. These learning rules, inspired by biological processes, allow neuromorphic chips to learn from their experiences and adapt to new information. Alright, enough theory. Let's talk about some real-world examples of neuromorphic hardware that are pushing the boundaries of computing. First up, we have Intel's Loihi chip. This beast boasts over 130,000 neurons and 130 million synapses, all interconnected to mimic the structure of the human brain. Then there's IBM's True North chip, a radically different design that prioritizes extreme energy efficiency. True North features a massive array of 1 million neurons and 256 million synapses, all while consuming just a few watts of power. Now let's talk about the real-world impact of neuromorphic computing. One area where neuromorphic chips are making waves is robotics. Their ability to process sensory information in real time and adapt to changing environments makes them ideal for controlling robots in complex, unpredictable situations. Speaking of medicine, neuromorphic chips are also showing promise in developing next-generation prosthetics and medical devices. They could be used to create artificial limbs that respond more naturally to user input, or to develop brain-computer interfaces that allow paralyzed patients to control devices with their thoughts. Neuromorphic chips are being explored for applications in industrial automation, financial modeling, and even cybersecurity. One particularly exciting application of neuromorphic technology is in the field of computer vision. Traditional cameras capture images at a fixed frame rate regardless of whether the scene is static or dynamic. Enter neuromorphic vision sensors, also known as event-based cameras. These revolutionary sensors operate very differently from their traditional counterparts. Instead of capturing entire frames, they only record changes in a scene, such as moving objects or variations in light intensity. Each pixel in an event-based camera operates independently and only sends out a signal, or an event, when it detects a change in its field of view. This makes event-based cameras incredibly efficient for tasks like object tracking and motion detection. How does neuromorphic computing compare to deep learning, which has taken the world by storm? Both mimic the brain, but in different ways. Deep learning uses artificial neural networks and powerful GPUs. It excels at image classification and natural language processing, but it's energy intensive. Neuromorphic computing is power efficient, ideal for real-time sensory data processing, perfect for real-time learning and decision-making. While neuromorphic computing holds immense promise, it's still a relatively young field with its own set of challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is programming these chips. Unlike traditional computers that operate on sequential instructions, programming neuromorphic chips requires a different mindset altogether. Another challenge is the lack of standardized tools and software frameworks for neuromorphic computing. But despite these challenges, the future of neuromorphic computing is incredibly bright. Researchers are constantly working on improving the scalability and adaptability of these chips. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the world of neuromorphic computing. From its humble beginnings in the 1980s to the cutting-edge chips being developed today, this brain-inspired technology has come a long way. While challenges remain, the potential of neuromorphic computing is undeniable. As researchers continue to push the boundaries of this technology, we can expect to see a new era of computing unfold, one that's more efficient, more powerful, and more intelligent than ever before. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and see you next time.